All right, so the first thing that was a challenge was just the funding. So essentially, we're dealing with a house that has no mortgage on it. And so part of the thing that was making it hard is I didn't want to do a loan where they had to look at my income. So I have a lot going on and other things that I want to use my credit for. And I also just don't file my taxes on time. So I was like, it's gonna be too complicated, it's gonna be too much. So I was trying to get a loan that wouldn't require my income. And so I was looking at more of a DSCR, a debt service coverage ratio loan, or maybe a hard money loan. I was exploring a lot of different options. So that was a challenge. Another challenge was just like a title issue. So when the property was deeded to me, it was by a parent, and the spelling of, so if you know me, you know that I've had name spelling issues since birth. So, what my parents intended versus what the nurse who wrote the Social Security card application wrote, there was a discrepancy in those. And so that's caused me problems my whole life. So it also came up during this process. It looked like fraud because I had so many different names. And it's like, okay, I've been married before and I've done this, and your name has changed this many times, you have this many aliases. So that was an issue as well, another challenge. And the other challenge was just getting accurate information. Like some people were saying, or when I say people, I mean like construction companies. Some construction companies were like, yeah, you could build 2 units. And others were like, no, you can only build 1. And I was just like, who's right? You know what I mean? So I had to educate myself and figure out what can I actually do here. But meanwhile, the law was changing too. So, LA's in a housing crisis, and the people in government were trying to figure out how to help that housing crisis and make it easier for people to get housing. And on top of it, earlier this year, we had the horrible fires that caused a lot of people to lose their homes. So there was a lot of shifting and moving parts. So where I was clear before on what I could build, now I think there's been new legislation and I'm not actually sure, but I decided to go with a 2-bed, 1-bath and just stick with that. So that's where we are.